Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. And say hello to Aley from Heart and Soul
Nice to be
Connected.
here, everybody. Thanks, Marina. Yeah.
You're more than welcome. I look
Mhm.
forward to this. This is Story in the Cards. We do this every 2 weeks on Friday, and we make fun of anyone that's in the news. Guess who we're going to talk about?
There's no news, like you said, Marina. There's like hardly any news this week,
I
so I
know.
don't know. Yeah, we'll try, but
Yeah, we're pulling at straws.
yeah,
Bear with us.
bear with us.
So, yeah, very quickly, just want to say hello to artist Liz, Anita K. We've got Arlene Forney, Butterflies Are Free, Annette Street. Who else? We've got Tea Garden Chicken. Hello,
Garden chicken.
Teresa. Barbara
Yeah.
Nesper, Patrick Duncan. Hello.
Hello.
Thank
And
you.
hello, Donna O'Brien and Debbie
Yeah,
Smith as
Debbie
well.
Smith. Wonderful. Hey, you guys. Thank you for joining us. Sunflower Down Under.
Yeah.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you happen to catch yesterday? David and Gary on Twin Tarot had Dr. Lena Rodriguez on.
Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, was it fun for them? Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
good.
Yeah,
Good.
I watched it in replay,
Yep.
and oh my god, it
Yeah.
was fabulous. It was
Oh,
really enjoyable.
good.
So you know what? I don't mind plugging somebody else's channel to
Oh no.
go over
Yeah.
and see. Yeah, because it's fabulous.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
That's what we're all
and
about here. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and to the housekeeping end of things. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Oh,
Make
no.
sure that you go over to Allie's channel and do the like, share, and subscribe on her as well. It helps us get the message out to people who want to hear
Mhm.
what it is that we have to say, right?
Absolutely.
And
Yes.
yeah, so
I'm
make sure
sorry
you
to
do
hear
that.
Linda Bishop says prayers for her 82-year-old landlord. He's in the hospital on IV antibiotics with a septic bacteria blood. Oh my goodness. Much love. Much, much,
Yes,
much love to him and lots of
yes,
healing.
absolutely.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. Healing
Yeah.
to anyone,
Anyone
anyone
who needs
who
it.
needs it.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. It is there for you. So, yeah. And
Mhm.
hello, Carolyn Booker. Nice to see you here.
Yeah.
And Jackie Makovic.
Nice
I
to
hope I
see
didn't butcher
everybody.
that. Nice to see
Yeah.
you. Yes,
Yeah.
Rose Blue. Yeah.
Mhm.
And
I
oh,
just want to shout out, I know she's not watching, but today's Valerie's birthday, and as so is it Tuta's birthday. So happy birthday to Val K and JJ. Uh,
today
yeah,
is Val's birthday. I usually have these
yeah,
things written down.
I know. I
Oh,
saw it
yeah.
on Facebook, and that's the only reason I remembered. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to yeah, I'm gonna have to
Hmm.
send her greetings. What kind of a friend am I that I would
Well,
forget?
she probably doesn't want to think about it because Val. She's
Well,
like,
she's
yeah,
gonna have
okay,
to
I have
think
my
about it.
birthday. All right, it's all right. Yeah. Hi, Edward.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, hi, Edward, Debbie Smith. Nice to see you here.
Mhm.
So, hey, I'm gonna share something with you guys. That this is, yeah, I have it. I do have it on my posts on my YouTube
Oh,
channel,
yes, this is
but
fabulous.
yeah, but here you go. Let's start off with a little bit of snark.
Ah.
He wanted to
Oh,
name the
that's
Gulf of
perfect.
Mexico after himself, but Bay of Pigs was already taken.
Yes,
I
absolutely. That's
Yes,
just great. That's great.
it is.
Mhm.
Absolutely. That, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So don't have to worry about it. Yeah, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. And of course, he wasn't at the other one because he had bone spurs. So he never
Yes.
fought. I just read today that I think it's in no back generation of his, anybody has ever been in a war or in the service even. Nothing.
No, no, no,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no,
Yep.
because that was one of the reasons that his grandfather was not accepted back into Germany when
Mhm.
when he went
Mhm.
back was because he fled the country so he didn't have to do service.
Yep.
And then he
Yep.
thought, after everything was done, oh no, 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 I'll just go back in. And they said, no, get out. Get out. That's how he ended up in the US as well. And doing the had a house of ill repute up
Yeah,
in
I was gonna say,
Alaska.
wasn't he,
Yeah,
he was busy
yeah,
with the people that laid down a lot. Yeah.
yes, absolutely. So
Yeah.
you know what? Maybe this being a little bit of a perv, it's probably in his genes. You know, goes
Marina,
back to
say it in
generations.
stereo, I tell you.
Yes, yes, totally. Yeah.
Hi, Sherry. It's
Hey,
good to see you.
Sherry.
I'm Joan Baker. Yeah.
Nice to see you guys. Thank you,
I
thank you,
know.
thank you for joining us. So,
Yeah.
I'm going to show you guys. I got a new Oracle deck, and
Ooh.
I actually um um Jane the Seeker was using this deck. It is called, hold on. It is called Modern Life Oracle.
Oh, cool.
And
Okay.
I really liked it, so I quickly ordered it. And so I'll be using
Okay.
that tonight just to kind of give them a little bit of an
Yeah.
outing, see how they work out, and of course
Great.
the uh, visions in the liminal space and the deck of characters and all that good stuff.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
we should have fun.
We should.
Now,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you were telling me, Aley, something about Victor Orban's playbook.
Yes. So I
Do
want you to see if you find any similarity in this particular historical moment as Viktor Orban's was when he took over Hungary.
yes.
So the first thing that he did was he captured the judiciary. He got a hold of all the people like the Supreme Court, but in Hungary, and he got him all on his side. The next thing he did was he gutted out government bureaucracy and appointed his cronies to centralize the executive branch.
You don't say.
The next thing he did was he slashed the budget to anybody that mounted any kind of opposition to what he wanted to do and just got rid of things
Well,
as he went along.
well.
Then the next thing he did was um, he covered every bit of what he was doing every day to create chaos. And then he gutted the public media. And the last things he did at the end was distract, distract, distract. Oh, look over here. Look here. Let's start a
Yes.
tariff. Let's take a tariff down. Let's go to this tariff. Let's go to,
Yes.
what really was disturbing, and I hope it doesn't portend anything disturbing here, was he stole all the money in Hungarian people's pension to pay off the national debt.
Yep.
When
Yep.
I saw that this morning,
Mhm.
whoa. Yeah.
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 It
It's a playlist. It really is.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And there's there really isn't that much new in history. This
Mhm.
is it, these are cycles that repeat themselves,
They
and they
do.
repeat themselves for a reason, so
Mhm.
that more and more people can become aware of it, so that you can squash it before it becomes something big,
Yeah.
right?
If you can acknowledge it and do something
Yes,
about it instead of
yes,
sitting. I think the thing that upsets me is I always admired the fact that the Democratic Party was kind. They worked across the aisle. They did
Yeah.
really great things for each other. And they weren't whiners and complainers, let's say.
Yeah.
But after Tuesday night,
Yes.
and then yesterday with the censure of Representative Al Green,
Yes.
get up, stand up, and get your ass doing something. It's like I wrote to Hakeem Jeffries, and I really liked him.
Yes.
And I said, either you do something or you put Nancy back in.
Yes.
And I'm not a big fan of Nancy, but she didn't put up with anything.
Yeah.
So,
anyway. I know. There's,
Yeah.
we all want to do business with people we like.
Right.
We all want to do to have dealings with people who are, have similar mindset and so on and so forth. That is great, but you can't be the one to be negotiating and trying to be nice to someone who isn't interested.
Right.
You can't. Sometimes you can throw politeness out the window, and what needs to happen is stop being polite, stop being politically correct, and start talking truth. And truth can sometimes be ugly, and sometimes you need to use some nasty words to get your point across. The other side isn't worried about
no, they're never worried about it. Not at all. Not at all.
So don't sit back and say, oh well, we're trying this, we're trying that. Grow a spine. And if you're not in the front because you are leading the charge, then get the hell out of the way so someone else can.
And don't use Sotheby's little paddles.
Yes.
Lies, oh, come on. I'm sorry. But I think what bothered me the most was that those 10 people who sided with, that was a traitorous activity. All those people should at least be primaried.
Yes.
But they need to be replaced because they need to stand up for him. And okay, he's an old man with a cane, but he was fighting for Medicare. And,
What how about when Joe Biden was speaking and Marjorie Taylor Greene was say her name, liar, liar, liar. What happened to her? What happened to her? Where were the Republicans' outrage that we need decorum?
Yeah.
The hypocrisy is so plain to see that.
So when he got censured, apparently they all stood up and they started singing "We Shall Overcome," the ones that were there.
Yeah.
And now Mikey Boy says we need to take all of those people off their committee assignments. Stop it right now, everybody. Stop it.
You're all poopy buttheads. Mom, they're making fun of me.
I don't like it. I'm the boss. I got the gavel.
Wouldn't it be fun to just to go out and buy some soothers and then send them out to some of these people and say, here, when you feel like whining, put one of these and just suck on it for a little while. See if that doesn't make you feel better.
Rose Blue said that McTurtle crawled to Doug Ford begging that the Kentucky bourbon not be taken off the shelves today. I didn't know that.
Yes, he did.
I wanted to. I don't want anybody to suffer here in the United States, and I'm sorry, but I still would like him to play with the electricity.
Absolutely.
The only way you get to a demon.
And Mitch McConnell. I remember when he did that. And and I can't remember where I heard it, but I remember posting on that channel saying, hey, too late. You had your chance. You had your chance. You're at the FO part of things. You thought you could control him. Yeah.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
get to suffer just like everyone else. And that's why he's not running for re-election.
Yeah.
Because he
Yep.
knows. He
He knows.
knows his
Yeah.
people are going to absolutely skewer him. And
Yeah.
they should. And they should. So is this,
Mhm.
yeah, poor old Mitch McConnell. Is Doug Ford going to do anything with Mitch McConnell? Tra la 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 la.
Sorry, Mitchy boy.
I'll,
My
I'll
God.
talk to my people. I'll see what I can do. I can't promise anything because you know how Canadians are. They're not too bright. The cold air gets into them, and
Oh, for God's sake. And I love that Dawn says, I can see Ford standing there, deep, 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 flicking the
yes,
light up.
yes,
Uh-huh. Oh,
exactly.
my
Yeah,
God. That would
and
be
I
funny.
I think I think that would be, honestly, and I know this is going to sound really mean, and I am going to get a little petty for half a minute. Um, I think that in the middle of a important basketball game or something that is televised nationally,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
turn it on.
Like the State of the Union should have been. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. No, oh,
Yeah.
sorry, what happened? What
Uh-huh.
happened? Did you lose your internet? Oh my God, you got no lights. Oh, we'll look into it.
Don't know what's
Yeah,
wrong. Don't know what's wrong, but you won't be able to make any coffee because your milk will cost you $300 for a gallon, you know?
yes,
Yes, absolutely.
absolutely. So,
Can I
yeah,
just say that as an American and watching what Canada has done
yes.
organically, really, you guys just all said, okay, this is what we're going to do. Nobody stood up and told you to do it.
No,
Everybody just did it. We need more of that here. And I
yes.
am so damn proud of your country for what they have done. Honestly, I
Aw,
really,
thank
really
you.
am.
And
Yes,
you know what? Yeah, so am I. So am
I'm
I. And
good.
that's one of the things that sometimes people mistake with Canadians because yeah,
Mhm.
we're not showy. We don't beat our chest. You don't, we don't run around
Mhm.
at every event shouting Canada, and
Right.
draw attention to ourselves. No, we don't
Uh-huh.
do that. Um,
Right.
we'll we do try to get along. We do try to be polite.
Always. And
Yeah,
is that how you treat your ally? That's the
yeah,
closest ally you have?
exactly. Yeah.
We're just
And just don't
mortified by it. We all are here. We're mortified. Not, I know some aren't, but I don't really care what they think
yeah,
anyway. Yeah.
exactly. No. And we are very much the, don't you don't want to poke us,
No.
right? You
No.
don't want to poke us because and it's like I
Mhm.
said to you and Val, Canada and Poland are the reasons why there is a Geneva Convention
Right.
on rules of warfare and rules of war and what you can and cannot do, because Canada and Poland, especially in the First World War, were absolutely horrifically inhumane.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So the Geneva Convention is there as my friend says, well, it's there for other countries to let them know what not to do, and Canada views the Geneva Convention as a checklist.
Sure.
So,
Sure it does.
well, yeah,
Yes.
don't
Mhm.
and we keep saying it, and people keep thinking that we're weak and we're whatnot. No, we're not.
Bull.
No,
No.
we're not.
No. No.
Yeah, you don't want to find out
You don't.
because
You don't.
no,
And I'm also proud of Macron. I'm proud
yes,
of Keir Starmer, who just took over UK.
yes,
They're really supportive of Vladimir Zelensky, and
yes,
anybody that supports that man, I'm on their side. I
yes,
just love Vladimir, and I think that I didn't even know that he doesn't take a paycheck. He sold his house. He gives everything to the people. And this BS about his not wearing a suit is just, it sounds so petty, and it is petty.
It's
totally petty. Yeah.
Yeah. It is petty. And this is,
you're right, Debbie.
People are dying. I'm not going to worry about what suit I'm going to pack, right? I got more important things to worry about. So, yes. And Claudia Scheinbaum down in Mexico.
Yeah, they're good friends.
Oh, how many times has she now schooled Trump?
She's really a pistol. She's fabulous. That would be the way Kamala would be, honestly.
Yes.
She would. She and Scheinbaum are sort of the same in that regard.
Very, very, very similar. And Zelensky is picking up more and more support. And I think, and I don't want to misquote it, but I think it might have been Hungary who was supporting Ukraine. Poland is going to start retraining their young people.
That's right.
And, kind of like that, almost conscription, but not really, where you have to do service, where you have to learn.
Yeah. Because they could be next if this doesn't go the right way. Yeah.
It's not like there is thousands and thousands of miles between them. And I think sometimes there's a good number of Americans that don't realize, because the U.S. is so vast, that when they compare it to Europe, they think Europe is vast. Look, you can drive through 3-4 countries.
You can. Yes, you
can. In an 8-9 hour day. So, they're very, very packed close together. And what happens in one can very easily happen.
Absolutely. So also, Prime Minister Meloni of France said today that, or yesterday, I can't remember what day it was, but she said that we should go by Article 5 of the NATO treaty and just send people into and help Ukraine, and maybe make them part of NATO already. And I hope that works out for him. I really do. Yeah. It's been this is too long. He can't keep, these people can't keep doing this. No. But of course, Trump has decided now to send back 40,000 Ukrainians to their city that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And somebody had posted somewhere, and I said, please try to send them to a sanctuary city if you're here, because at least you get a little bit more help that way. But it's just
absolutely. And these are they're refugees who, when the war first started, were fleeing the Ukraine, and families were torn apart, where the husband stayed behind, the wife and the kids left, and whatnot. So that it's an evil thing that he's doing.
So Edward says that he walked it back today. I didn't know that he did, but you know how he is. Tomorrow he may walk it forward again. It's like, what is it? I saw a thing Monday, do a tariff. Tuesday, turn it around. Wednesday, do a tariff. Thursday, turn, or whatever it is. It's not right. But, and then what does it have for Saturday and Sunday? Golf.
Yes.
$3 million weekend.
Yeah, exactly. So, yes, one of the things that I was reading on today was that Trump has said that he is seriously considering large-scale sanctions on Russia, saying that they are absolutely plummeting Ukraine in the battlefield right now. So he's seriously considering, more sanctions.
Yeah.
In other
Yep.
words, when you translate that from, I mean, it sounds a lot better in the original Russian. But
Mhm.
when you translate it, basically what he's saying is, yeah, he's going to start to lift the sanctions on Russia, and yeah, he's going to start
Well,
because Putin is so desperately losing this war. He doesn't have an off ramp. He doesn't have,
right.
especially after that performance with Zelensky.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
that yeah, Zelensky can say he wants to negotiate,
Yeah.
but when Trump had his finger out and was telling him, "You got nothing," I'm surprised that he was able to just kind of sit there, because I would have said, I got those rare earth minerals that you want, so I
Yeah.
guess you don't want them. All right,
Mhm.
hasta
Yeah.
luego.
I'll go
See you
ask
later.
him if
Uh,
anybody else wants them. Right.
yes, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
China
Yes. Yes.
China
Yes.
is going to meet with me. They're interested, and yeah. So um yeah, Sheila Edwards says Trump wants to redefine our border now and steal
Yeah.
our land.
He
Yeah, good
does.
luck with that.
But you know what? I hope and I believe, hopefully, that our military would never allow that to happen. Why would we ever infiltrate our closest ally? I just don't know.
I think there's a good majority of people that absolutely wouldn't. And then there is that
Mhm.
very small
Well, there
handful,
is. Yeah, you're
yeah,
right.
that would say, yeah, absolutely. Like the small little group of, I don't know what they call themselves, but I think they're either Idaho or Ohio, somewhere there, who
Idaho.
yeah, we could,
Yeah,
take over Canada in 24 hours. Yeah, me and my buds. Yeah, we can go up there, we can take over.
right.
And yeah, how we're gonna get them? Yeah, we're gonna go across the Rocky Mountains. Okay
Yeah.
then.
Well, I never say never anymore because who would
I
have
know.
believed this shit show would ever be happening? So I get you. Yeah, I do.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And thank you to those of you who have come in, and I have not said hello to
Yeah.
all of you. Thank you,
Yes.
thank you,
Thanks
thank
for
you
being
for
here. Yep. Yeah.
absolutely. So
Mhm.
yeah, let's do a quick read on Trump's strongly considering large scale sanctions on Russia. What exactly is he trying to say when he says that? What does he mean?
Well, maybe he's going to get rid of all the PP tapes. You know,
Maybe.
Hi,
Maybe.
Shandell. Good day. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey. Hello,
Yeah.
Michelle. Yeah, I get
Mm.
acceptance is the
Oh,
answer.
that's what he wants everybody to
That's
do. Just
that's
accept
what he
what
wa-
he
yeah,
said.
yeah.
Yep.
Don't just do what I tell you to do. Don't question me.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if I change my mind or if I say two different things. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I get
The one
scrape him
thing is
up by the spatula because he's just all
yes,
over the place. But his words are not poetic. He doesn't know how
no,
to talk. I have to tell you, I saw a video. I was telling Marina just before he came on, and it was him, and they asked him something about Russia or something, and he said, "This was all very carefully planned, and it was supposed to be implemented. But then I didn't win the election, and a very stupid man took over the country." And I thought, ooh, you're a very stupid man because you just don't realize what you said. Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And he always does that, doesn't he? He
Oh, yeah.
always tells on himself.
Mhm.
Always.
Mhm. Yes.
So
Yep.
yeah, just the best thing to do with any personality that is like that type of personality, let him
Mhm.
talk. Let him
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
You know,
Let him talk because he always ends up, "Oh, did I say that? Did I? Oh, I don't think I said that." BS. We
yes,
have it on tape. But this is the game plan. Um, tell us, don't, I'm sorry, tell us that we don't see and we don't hear and we don't know anything. And that's what he does over and over and over again
Yes.
with the chaos.
Yeah, absolutely. Even Zelensky started the war. The Ukraine started the war because Zelensky is a dictator.
Right.
And then the next day, when he was asked, well, can you redefine that? You said Zelensky is a dictator. Did I say that?
Did I say that? I don't think I
I
did.
don't remember saying that. Did I say that?
Right. Ding
Crazy.
dong.
Those
Ding
those
dong.
those Kennedy worms, I think I don't know. I think they might have migrated over to Trump.
Right.
Okay. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
The other thing that, and Aley sort of touched upon it, was, yes, I had written down that this week, what has happened this week? Well, we had Tariff Tuesday, and then we had Walk It Back Wednesday, and then we had, still talking about it Thursday, and so on. I think that Canada and Mexico, dude, we don't want to play this game every single month. Like now he's saying,
For every single week.
Yeah,
you know what
every
he's doing?
week.
He's sucking you guys in just like he does to us.
Yes.
This time he's like, oh, I'm just not going to create chaos for the United States. I'm going to involve Canada and Mexico too.
Exactly. So I think what I want to read on, and maybe toss a few cards, is I would like to see Canada and Mexico, the next time that he says anything about tariffs, say, right, our tariffs are in place. We are not lifting the tariffs until this person is gone.
Well, somebody did that too. It didn't, was it Doug Ford who did it? Somebody said, we're going to raise the electric cost.
Oh, yes, Doug Ford.
And he didn't dump that. He stuck with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I get energy follows intention. Or doesn't.
Or doesn't.
Yeah.
You know what? It's the next right thing. Right? Yeah. So you can't be bullied by something that you don't agree to. It's like, okay,
that's
no,
true.
We're not playing this game every single month.
Playing it.
So yeah, that's it. Whether you take those away or double them, I don't care. It doesn't matter. We're tired of this. We're putting tariffs on you. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
And well, we don't need Canada's lumber. We have more lumber than we need.
Right. We're going to cut down 400 acres of lumber in the national parks because, for heaven's sake, we don't need national parks anymore.
No. And then why get excited? If you don't need our lumber, then it shouldn't matter. We could put, 1,000% tariff on it. What do I care? I don't need your lumber. I'm not buying your lumber.
That's right.
Right? It doesn't matter.
And forget about toilet paper as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because a lot of that comes from up here. We have the minerals. We have the minerals. We have the nickel. We have, we are, when it comes to natural resources, we are a very, very rich country.
What?
And we've been doing business with our neighbors down south for a good long time, and it's worked. It's worked. Until this guy wants to come in and start pulling everything apart. And like I've said many times, we know that this is not the American people. We know that. Right.
I know you. We know you do. Those of us who are against this, we all recognize that you do.
Yeah, exactly. So no, we don't see all Americans as being
thank goodness
evil and all that kind of stuff. So, and yes, Don, he wants to put a 250% tariff on Canadian dairy. Okay then.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
So what they're calling this is a a dump and bump or a bump and dump. And what
Yeah,
it's
bumpy
doing
bump.
is he sees that the economy sinks, but when the economy sinks, all the rich people buy up all the stocks, and then he changes it back, and then they sell it at a they bought it low and they're selling
When
it
they sell
high.
high.
So it's actually insider trading.
It is.
That's what
And
it
it's
is.
illegal.
Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's illegal because you're not that and he's doing that with not only the stock market but with the cryptocurrency and all that. And yeah, letting people, especially the last couple months, yes, I'm going to bring in tariffs. I'm going to put in tariffs. That's what I'm going to do. And the business world starts to panic. And no, we didn't plan on this. And what about that? So, as people are panicking, they start selling off. The price goes down, 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 down. And then, he lets it go for 24 hours. And then he says, okay, no, I'm lifting it. And all of a sudden, same thing. Yeah, boom, the price goes back up. And the people who bought low, which are he and his cronies,
once again,
right? Yeah, they say, okay, thanks. And you do that a few times, and all of a sudden, you're kind of sitting pretty. So yeah, that brings me to his he has said that he has his decision to establish the official government cryptocurrency, and that draws a criticism from industry watchers.
Right.
And what he is planning on putting in place is strategic Bitcoin reserves as well as digital heart stockpile. Now, cryptocurrency is, thank you, Rose Blue.
That's nice.
Very kind of you. Yeah. Cryptocurrency cannot be traced, not the way that, and it doesn't have the same safeguards and things in place that your traditional banks have, which means, they have to have so much money on hand in reserve at all times. The U.S. currency used to be backed by reserves of gold, but I think it was 20, 25 years ago that the U.S. dollar stopped being guaranteed by gold.
Right.
So while the official places that deal in finances have rules and regulations in place, this cryptocurrency doesn't. So you can't trace it back. It goes through so many hands. So if you're dealing with proceeds of money laundering, if you're dealing with proceeds of terrorism, stock manipulation, and so on, it's easy to hide it in cryptocurrency. So I think that he's playing the market, and I think that what he is going to end up doing is just saying that, the US dollar is now going to be backed by cryptocurrency. By the way, we're no longer going to be dealing in US dollars. We're dealing in cryptocurrency.
And that just, most of us that have any kind of 401k and have approached the time to retire, all that money will be gone. That will be, it's the same thing with Social Security. When he signs these executive orders, I've heard that they bring them to him and he doesn't read anything, as you well know. And they just say, here, sign this. And he'll say, well, what's this for? And he'll just say whatever. Like they'll say, well, this is for you to have a tariff, or this is to take a tariff off. And he has to sign it. So one of the things that he did this week, actually, Elon did. They use different words and they block those words because they don't want to hear those words, like predator or sexual or felon or whatever. Well, one of those words is gay. And I don't know if you remember, but when America dropped their bomb, the atom bomb on Japan, it was dropped by Enola Gay, the plane.
Yeah.
Those pictures and all that information have been deleted from the National Archives or records or whatever because it has the word gay on it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the idiocy of the whole thing. It goes from the sublime to the ridiculous in so many ways. It really does.
Absolutely. And especially when you think, hello, that plane, the pilot of that plane named it Enola Gay for his mother. That was his mother's name.
Mother's name. Right. Right.
So, yeah, it's beyond ridiculous.
Yeah.
Beyond ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely. It just never ends. It just never ends. It's something stupid over and over. I want everybody to know there are 3 oligarchs that we have to give kudos to. One of them gave $500 million today to Ukraine, Warren Buffett.
Yes. Thank you,
And
Warren Buffett.
We have to say that. Mark Cuban is doing everything he can to do what needs to be done. And so is actually Michael Bloomberg, who ended up saving us from not being kicked out of NATO or some other thing. I can't remember what it was. Was it the UN? I don't know. He paid the dues.
World Health.
The World Health. Yes, thank you. Yeah. And a draft to eliminate the Department of Education. Yeah, because why not? Yeah.
I mean, who needs education? Trust me, I will tell you what you need to think. I will tell you how to think. I will do the thinking for you.
Right.
I want you to have free time so that you can concentrate on being loyal to me and just following me blindly, no matter what I tell you to do. The only thing that I want to hear from you is yes, sir, or yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry yourself about anything.
Yeah.
I'll do that for you.
Yep.
So, one of the things as well that he has done is he has pulled $400 million in federal funding from Columbia University, saying that they failed to protect Jewish students. That Columbia University's continued inaction in the face of persistent harassment of Jewish students. That's why they're taking the funding. Now, the Secretary of Education, who, for those of you who don't know, is a name very familiar to her because of her, educational background. That's Linda McMahon.
Oh, yes.
The WWE fame.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that today we demonstrated to Columbia and other universities that we will not tolerate their appalling inaction any longer. So
but let's get rid of DEI.
Yeah. Let's get rid of DEI.
Yeah.
Let's go over to Gaza and we'll
build some hotels.
Bring in these beautiful bulldozers. We'll bulldoze everything. Okay.
Yeah, because it's a mess over there. Yeah.
Everybody knows. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we're going to create jobs when we build this, the Riviera. Hello. What about the Palestinians? Who is going to speak for the Palestinians? The peoples whose land the Israelis stole. Right. They took it. Right? Yeah. That land has always been Palestinian land.
Yeah.
So, the double talk, the double speak here is just it just unnerves me to no end. and
So there's really
every-
only one word for this entire shit show, and it is
yes.
let's
Yes,
just burn everything down, and then we can have some fun rebuilding. And
yes.
that's not just in Gaza. It's like here.
It
Yeah.
everywhere. Just
Yeah.
burn it all down. Everyone just listen to me.
Yeah.
Look, they know not what they do.
They don't. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely.
They have no
Well, I
idea.
remember when people, like, there was Donnie O'Sullivan, I think his name was. He used to go to the MAGA, and he would talk to these people, and he said, "Would you like to be under a dictator?" "Oh yes, that would be so much easier than what we have to deal with right now." And so many of them said it, that it was just appalling that
Yes.
and it hasn't ended. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And you know what? Before we came on, my son shared a bit of news with me that I can share with you guys, I'm sure. Peter Navarro has said that Canada is basically controlled by the Mexican cartels.
Oh, really? Well,
know.
it's really funny though. They have to come through the United States in order to get you guys the drugs, right?
I know.
Yeah.
But yes, we are very much under the control of those, and I can attest to that because I don't want to leave the house because there's
there's
the
just
gangs
so
are
much
constantly driving up and down the road, and yeah, exactly.
Well, there was a big picture actually of, like, I don't know, tons of fentanyl that came in from the United States that Canada had posted. And, but that wasn't from us. That didn't come through for us. That was I don't know where that came from. It must have come from Mexico. Must.
Ferries delivered it as they always do.
Yes.
That's what happens. So
I know.
Not only that, but the question that no one seems to have ever asked or maybe even discussed is if the problem in the US is that people are abusing fentanyl, why don't you try to figure out it? Okay, let me rephrase that. Supply and demand. If there is no demand for the product, there will be no supply. So rather than blaming Mexico, blaming Canada, blaming anyone out there, why don't you take care of your citizens and make sure that they don't get addicted?
Right.
And
why are they addicted? Because they don't have the opportunity to have jobs. Because they're not trained for whatever reason. I don't mean everybody has to go to college, because they don't.
No.
But there's other things they can learn about and have a trade with.
Exactly.
And,
exactly. So I just don't understand that. The majority of the guns that end up in Canada are coming from the US.
Of course they are. And now I did see him talking with beautiful Pam Bondi about how they're going to stop giving guns to the bad people. But they're not going to stop giving guns to the MAGA people because there are really some fine people on both sides.
On both sides. I know. And if there's one thing that you could rely on is, when that bad guy goes in to buy that gun or buys that gun illegally, and they're asked, do you have a criminal record? Them boys got a lot of heart. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I do. I'm sorry. I do. I got several criminal convictions and I did a little bit of time. So, Yeah, okay, never mind. Don't worry about the guy. You could always count on them to be honest.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is mind-numbingly.
It is. It's just, if we weren't living in it, this
Yeah.
would not be. Oh, that was nice, Edward. That was very
Thank
nice
you,
of you.
Edward. Yes.
Yeah. If it
Very
wasn't
nice
so
of you.
ridiculous, it would
Yes.
sound like we were crazy talking about this stuff. Like
I
there was
know.
something wrong with us. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how about,
Mhm.
we could, if someone had written this script, 20, 30 years ago, and
Mhm.
took it to some producer and said, look, I'd like to make a movie about this. They just said, are you kidding? That's so far. No one's going to buy this shit.
No
That's so
one's gonna buy
far
that.
out.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
And then along comes Margaret Atwood with The Handmaid's Tale. And people
Yep.
got really scared and were saying, oh my God, that is just so
I know.
dystopian. Like no,
Absolutely.
that could never happen. That could never happen.
Mhm. Yep.
Guess what?
Yep.
Guess what? If you want to know what's going on in the US, watch The Handmaid's Tale, because
I think that when I remember the part of The Handmaid's Tale, maybe in the third or fourth season, I can't remember, but people were going into Canada, and Canada was helping
yes,
helping the American people
Yes.
come through, or the Gilead people. And I
yes.
remember thinking to myself, I'm so glad I live near Canada because you never know.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's
Mhm.
it's always nice to be very close to that escape route. That
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
I have to, that's I don't have far to go.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
totally, absolutely get that. So
Yeah.
let me see what else has been in the, well, apparently now I didn't get into a massive reading about it, but I did pick up that apparently his approval ratings right now are in the negative.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But we have 70% of the people that everybody likes me. Everybody likes me, and
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
So let's talk just for a minute about Al Green
Yes.
and Newsom with Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
So what the F? I mean, do you think this is purposeful? Do you think maybe he's doing this to show somebody that he can he's faking him out?
Performance art.
Performance art. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So that's my question too, is like, there's something that happened. He went and met Trump at the plane when he came into town, and he hugged Melania. It was almost the same thing as with Justin, but
yeah,
it looked like compliance, and Charlie Kirk looks like compliance, but I'm wondering if this is all planned the way to as a foil. So I'd be interested to know what the cards say.
Well, what I got, was my favorite here. Essequam videri. Essequam videri. And that the translation for that, it's Latin, and it is to be rather than seen.
Oh.
And I think that is sort of a bang on answer in that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. He's
wow. Well, I get here the Miracle Mile. I think he's trying to drive the car.
Yes.
I hope he is, and play the game.
Yes.
And that it will turn out not so well. Yeah.
No, it won't.
Mm-hmm.
It won't. I think there's too many people are watching too many things. I can just, it feels like, the things are, there. I can look inside the pan of boiling water and I could see the bubbles starting to come up to the top.
Yeah.
So that it's just a matter of time before it's a rolling boil. So it feels very, very much like that. We've got what do we have? There's something on tonight. There's Michelle, if you can help me out with this, that would be fabulous.
Oh, well, next week is the eclipse, but next week is the eclipse. And actually the 14th is going to be an interesting time to look as well, because there's a huge thing going on in DC. Huge.
Yes.
And the Ides of March are coming on the 15th. So
exactly. Now the 14th is, there is the Veterans March.
Right. Oh, there's a Veterans March too? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought there is a something to do with vets anyway, the big march. It's also the day that the budget is supposed to come down.
Right. But that's not the Republicans' fault. That's the Democrats. They're the ones that are screwing up the budget. Did you know that? Yeah.
Makes perfect sense to me. I don't know why everyone's mad at the Republicans.
I know.
They're just I heard, and I can't remember who it was, who finally said, well, things are things are going to get a little worse, but then they're going to get better. We have to,
right.
It's kind of like going through a detox.
Right. Right. Without any medication or anything to help you get through that. Right.
It's a detox. And it reminded me, years and years ago, I had gone to one of those home parties where the lady there was, she was selling makeup. Okay. And they had a lot of the makeup and the cleansers and creams and so on, that they kind of came as a package. And it seemed like a good deal. So I bought the package. And I started using it, and all of a sudden, my skin is blotchy and I'm breaking out. So I got in touch with the sales lady, and I said, I don't think this is working for me, because this is what's happening. And she said, oh no, that's good that's happening, because the creams and everything are detoxifying your skin by removing all the gunk that's underneath it.
Okay.
And I thought, okay, that is the worst sales answer I've ever heard in my entire life.
Right.
Now I definitely want a refund. And it didn't make sense to me then. It doesn't make sense to me now.
Doesn't make any sense. Buy this particular cream for down there, and it's okay if you get an STD. It will go away eventually.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, totally. And that's what it's doing, it's finding anything down there that needs to be destroyed, so you have to go through it.
Sorry.
Okay. Sure. Okay, we'll play that game. We'll play it. So what do you think that Trump and Putin's relationship is like?
Well, I really love the picture that you had of him with his groom. That was really beautiful. But I got this the second time. Energy follows intention. I got that the second time, and that's exactly what it is. It is. Energy follows these two men. They are deep in bed. Let's put it that way.
They are. Yes, they are. And the magic 8 ball, maybe next time.
Next life, move along.
Yeah,
Move along.
exactly. This is
Um,
they're
I'd really like to read on Maxine Waters before we go.
yes, of
Maxine
course.
Waters has said today that she believes, I mean, we already all believe this, so don't get me wrong here, everybody, but she believes that Elon had something to do with the election, screwing it up. Now, all of us already know that, but it would be interesting. So now that Maxine has said something, I'm just wondering, will that matter? So,
Well, okay. All right. I'm
ooh,
I'm gonna use the
yeah,
new the
the
new
new deck.
the new
Yeah,
cards, the new deck, the modern life. I don't know why I keep forgetting that. Modern life. Oh,
hmm.
you know. Okay.
Ooh,
Roommate diplomat.
ooh.
That is
And he lives there with him in
uh-huh.
Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah. This is I I'm
Yeah,
thinking that yeah, the two sides, parts of the two sides are going to get together, and
absolutely.
they're going to start
Yeah.
comparing notes and doing things because I think that um, not only are there Republicans that don't want to have anything to do with Musk, I think a
Mm-mm.
lot of people want to see him gone.
That's why he carries X around everywhere he goes. Yeah.
Yes,
What
yeah,
do I get? It's coming in a silver platter.
yes,
And what is this? This is a spiritual 1111, of course,
yes.
but I kind of feel like that's karmic in some ways as well. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Yep.
so.
They did, Maruda.
Yeah, they suppressed 3 million Democratic votes. Yes.
Yep. They did.
Yeah.
Um, that
Really.
Tom Hartman report is really important. If you guys have been following the Tom Hartman report, he had Greg Palast on there, and Greg's the one that found all the suppression of votes in Georgia, and
Yes.
fascinating. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and Janet says an MTG is moving in down the road from Mar-a-Lago. You don't say.
Really?
Well,
How is she going to represent Georgia? Oh, never mind. I know that Josh Hawley doesn't live in Missouri. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Oh, Amanda, you pulled the destroyer for the Putin Trump.
oh,
Mm,
yeah. And those two have got they have a karmic relationship, those two.
absolutely.
In that I do not think that this is their the first lifetime that they have been doing this. I
Not
think
their
that they
first
have
rodeo.
no, not their first rodeo. I think that they've done this before, and it's
Mhm.
they play their roles a little too well for there not to be
That's true.
that history, right?
That's very true.
Oh, Imelda says, let's send MTG a pet alligator. Absolutely.
I found out something. A friend of mine that used to live in Florida, he was a policeman, and he used to say that had no idea. They run really fast. I mean, they climb up a fence and over the fence and run. They can do yeah, I had no
Oh my
idea.
lord.
Yes. So Margie better get her boyfriend who's wearing a suit to watch out for her. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
See, I did not know that
Oh
about
yeah, it was
alligators.
crazy. I didn't
I
either.
always yeah, I always thought, I mean, they look like they're so they look so cumbersome.
They do. And then when they get you, they roll you. That's how they do
Yeah,
it. Oh God, scary stuff. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. Yeah. And
Oh,
yes,
thanks,
Shandell,
Danielle.
you sent some crocodiles from Australia. Yeah, absolutely.
That's
It's
right. That's right.
so
Crocodile Dundee.
yeah. For those of you that came in sort of towards the end, I will share something with you that I shared at the beginning, and
Mm-hmm.
this is kind of a good thing to want you to walk away with something positive.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
There
there
you
you
go.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to name the Gulf of Mexico after himself, but Bay of Pigs was already taken.
But that might be why he wants to bring home the bacon all the time.
Could be.
I don't know.
And he's so concerned, yes,
Yes,
about the price of bacon and eggs. Yeah, yeah,
very true. Very true.
yes.
Wow.
There
Well,
you go, you guys. So yeah,
yeah,
leave you with a little bit of a giggle.
yeah.
And yeah, they're
Thanks so much. You know, it's
yeah,
depressing, but if you can make fun of it,
yes.
it's so much easier. And yeah. And we love you, Canada, Australia,
Yes.
England, Ukraine.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And
Ukraine. Yeah,
everybody. So,
yeah.
oh, just very quickly before I let everyone go, what have you got coming up on your channel that we can highlight there,
Oh,
Aley? What have you?
I'm going to talk. I have a members meeting tomorrow at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern time. So I'm
Nice.
going to have that. And on Sunday, I'm on with Sun Psychic Jean, and we're going to be talking about the collective unconscious and a little bit about Jung and some of
Oh,
that.
perfect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
All
How about
righty.
you? You got something this weekend?
No, I've got I've got a lot of personal readings and
Well,
whatnot
good for
that
you.
yeah
Yeah.
that are kind of stacking up.
Good.
We've got on the 10th, I think, I still believe I'll be on with I'll be on Sherry's. I think it's going to be on Sherry's channel, the Draining the Swamp with
Oh,
Arthur,
good.
Sherry,
Yeah.
and Mel. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the members meeting on the 15th, and the next Shine Your Light event is on March 22nd.
Awesome.
So,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
you can just
Good.
if you go to the post portion on the YouTube page, I will usually Saturday,
She's
Sunday
so
I'll
good
put it
about
when
that.
I'm
She's
upstairs.
amazing. We all need
Yeah.
to be more like Marina.
Yeah. But
Uh,
thank you,
thank you,
everyone. Thank
everybody.
you for being here.
Yeah.
Hope you have a fabulous weekend, and yeah, we'll see you around. Be good to each other. And Aley, thank you for doing this with me. You have
Oh,
no
of
idea
course,
how much
Marina.
I
It
appreciate
was
it.
great. Yeah, I love
Yes,
it.
yeah,
Thank you, dear. Yeah.
love it too. All right, take care, everyone, and we'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now.